Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome tonight's host, the fast-rising star of television's biggest hits. You may not have heard of him, but I know you've been busy recently. It's Mr. Jack Whitehall.
Can we get the rest of it?
His hilarious comedy and brilliant mind make him an ideal candidate for this show. So let's give him the benefit of the doubt.
Well, you guys seem to know a lot about me, but what about the other people that are on the show tonight? On Noel's team. He is one of Kanye West's all-time top 20 recording artists, but to be fair, numbers 1 to 15 were all Kanye West. It's Mr. Hudson. Also on Noel's team, she's the host of Loose Women, the feminist fight back against the objectification of females on TV. But since you asked, a Chad Brambles, Murray McLean and push McGiffin off a cliff, it's Andrew McLean. And on Phil's team tonight. She's from the Saturdays, the teenage answer to Girls Aloud. If the question Girls Aloud were asking is, I wonder what we'd be like if we had slightly less catchy songs. It's Rochelle Wiseman. And housewives love him, comedy fans love him, people who are sleeping in their cars because they owe massive amounts of money on their outrageously high interest rate platinum cards. Less so. It's Stephen Mangan. Those are the teams. It would be stupid not to use them for a pop quiz. So we begin with connections. Noel, Mr. Hudson and Andrea, take a look at this. A white guy with a pseudonym and bleached blonde hair who hangs around with rappers? Pathetic. It's 2-bit Mr. Hudson wannabe, Eminem. And a group of talentless, scantily clad women dancing along to songs they didn't even write. Pathetic. It's 2-bit Saturdays wannabes, the Pussycat Dolls.
You know what? Me and you are going to fall out.
Oh, early on with the things! That was Eminem with We Made You and the Pussycat Dolls with When I Grow Up. But what connection do they have?
I feel like I'm at a party and someone's nan's just died. Look at Eminem, I love the way he dresses up. When he looked like Spock then, he actually looked like this simpleton that used to live when I was a little kid. He used to live... You're allowed to say simpleton, aren't you?
Yeah.
Apparently you're allowed to say retard as much as you like in America.
Really?
So if you like, you know, the Mighty Boosh, you'd say the Mighty Boosh is retarded.
But it's a nice
retarded,
thing.
saying you're really good.
You can say retard in Hull because it means you've given up your job and you're going to be doing a lot of fun. Retard.
Yeah.
Kids say to me, what is you? Yeah, what is you? Not even what are you or what are you doing, just what is you?
No grammar these days.
And the other thing they'd say is, yeah, I've seen your show, that is sick.
I get confused with the whole youth ASBO stuff because one minute all the young kids you read in the newspapers oh yeah, it's all ASBOs and NAF cram, gun cram, all of that. Next minute they're all too fat and they've eaten too much. And then I'm worried to walk down the street unless I'm attacked by a fat kid with a knife and a fork.
You know one of the Pussycat Dolls, don't you?
Yeah, I met Kimberly the other day and she's very talented, I'll have you know.
Which one's Kimberly in the Pussycat Dolls?
The little blonde one.
OK. Because there's one that's quite fit and then the rest are all a bit ropey.
She came on Loose Women once, and she can put her leg right up behind her ear.
She's very flexible.
Can I say my favourite thing ever on Loose Women is when you have, kind of really young... because Rochelle, you did Loose Women.
Yeah.
And it was brilliant because
Go on,
you're
I'm
there.
waiting for it.
No, because you're there, and then you see, McGiffin and Jane McDonald either side, just staring at them thinking, oh, God, look at these young women with the cheek to come on here. Every time Rochelle opened her mouth, I couldn't hear her over the noise of Carol McGiffin's body clock, just going... Menopausal time bomb. Brilliant. That's television. And Jane McDonald as well, the one at the end, the northern one.
Jane.
Yeah. Hey up, I still have sex with my husband. Really?
We were thinking that maybe there's something to do with dolls, weren't we?
I've got a funny feeling that Eminem might be launching like an Eminem doll. You know, with the chainsaw and the mask.
What, like a blow-up doll? Eminem has got a doll of himself, we reckon.
Yeah,
maybe
okay.
it's like... And maybe the Pussycat dolls are just like Russian dolls. They just get smaller and smaller. Until there's one like a peanut inside.
I think they've both made dolls of themselves. It's a guess, I'm going to be honest. It's a guess.
Like, you're really close. Rochelle, have you ever had any Saturdays dolls? Do they have Saturdays dolls? What about S Club Juniors? Because you're in S Club Juniors as well.
Yeah, we didn't do dolls of S Club. That would be really wrong.
Love S Club Juniors.
Shut up, you.
I did! I actually really like S Club Juniors. You were my favourite. Then Frankie, Hannah, Daisy, Calvin, Jay and Aaron last.
Why Aaron last?
Because I didn't like him because of the... like, that calendar he did in 2001. He looked a bit surly. Yours is really good in June, but... Not in a weird way. It's just like, that's my era. You've got the dolls, but you've got to work out what's happened to these dolls. Why, what links the dolls betwixt...
Were they withdrawn for being too risque?
Yes, well done.
Oh.
Both had toys based on their image withdrawn from shops. The Pussycat Dolls for being too sexy, and Eminem because his action figure featured a chainsaw and a tattoo across his neck saying, "Cut here." They are not actually the only acts to have brought out action figures. We're lucky enough to have some of the Sugar Babes dolls here. Basically, pick any three. Oh my God, Skeletor was in the Sugar Babes, apparently.
Probably bullied out by Mercia.
Phil, Rochelle and Stephen, take a look at this. Oh, I can't stand that guy. He is far too posh to be a pop star, as I told Papa the other day as we punted to Waitrose to top up on swanskin cummerbunds. It's James Blunt. Hi, Diana! It's Michael Jackson here. If I ever die, will you look after my kids for me? I guess. What about if you die? Do you want me to... Beep. Hello? It's Diana Ross. That was James Blunt with 1973 and Diana Ross with Why Do Fools Fall in Love. But what connects the two?
James Blunt's brilliant, isn't he?
He's a legend.
Jamie B. Lunt.
The Bluntmeister. Bluntmaster Flash.
Yeah. Cockney rhyming slang.
Oh! Yeah, that's not even his real name, Blunt. That's his stage name. He's changed. His original name is James Wallentless Twat.
There was some writing on the cafe window.
There was.
And then she was running past the sign that said, "See dealer's hole."
You could see the dealer's hole if you tipped well.
Right. OK. Well, but there was a sign that said Mexican food.
It said Mexican food, and she is dressed in Bako foil.
Have you ever met either of these people, you being a pop star?
Met
Rochelle?
James Blunt.
What happened? Did he,
Not a lot.
Did he tell truths?
Was he nice?
I don't think he was too interested.
Do you get snubbed by Blunt?
I think so.
That is the most
I got pie in
embarrassing
the
thing
face
I've
with
ever...
Blunty.
He was a soldier.
He was a
Where's
soldier.
friendly fire when you need it?
Is it anything to do with the army?
Is
at
it
all?
military
It's not,
in any
it's
way?
not military based. There's no
What's
kind of
it to
military
do with?
element.
Can we have a little clue? It's quite hard.
It's got nothing to do with bats.
Seriously, just a little clue.
It's got nothing to do with the Third Reich.
Oh, do you know what?
My next answer was actually going to be that both Diana Ross and James Blunt have opened Hitler-themed bat sanctuaries.
My friend met James Blunt in a club once and went up to him and said, "Your music's shit," and he went, "I know."
Really?
It's depressing, yeah. Why, I want to know, why S Club Juniors, why did it end?
We all got boobs and bums and we stopped being juniors, I guess.
Did someone leave first?
No.
No?
No.
Someone's mum come to pick them up.